Our lawmakers are currently working on many different bills right now that would help millions of Americans that have been dealing with income loss. You could be receiving additional relief from the government very soon. But before this video starts, I am giving away a $75 Amazon gift card this Friday evening. To enter the giveaway, all you'll need to do is subscribe to my channel, share this video, like this video, and comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. So I was really hoping that most of you would have received your $1,400 third stimulus check by now. It has been 29 days since President Joe Biden signed the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan into law. The American Rescue Plan was supposed to deliver third stimulus payments to eligible Americans immediately. It is just so outrageous that so many of you still have not received your stimulus money yet. According to the Internal Revenue Service, millions of stimulus checks were sent out this week as part of the fifth batch of stimulus checks. As of right now, the IRS says there have been 159 million stimulus payments that have been dispersed. All of those payments equal to about $376 billion. This past Wednesday, the Internal Revenue Service stated that nearly 850,000 payments were sent out to people who previously didn't have any information on file at the IRS. For example, if the IRS did not have your banking information or mailing information on file, you may have had to file a tax return. The Internal Revenue Service also announced that over 320,000 went to Veteran Affairs beneficiaries who received compensation and pension benefit payments, but did not file their 2019 or 2020 taxes. I know that some of you have used the IRS non-filer tool for direct payments in the past. The IRS said that you should have received your check by now if you have used the non-filer tool. I think that the Internal Revenue Service should first focus on sending out third stimulus payments to everyone who has not received one yet. Then after all stimulus checks have been dispersed, work on sending out plus up payments. The agency says that more than 700,000 Americans will receive a supplemental stimulus payment this week as the IRS continues to process 2020 tax returns. So if you were expecting a larger stimulus check based on your 2020 tax return, you should be receiving a plus up payment very soon. You will receive a plus up check if the IRS based your third stimulus payment amount on your 2019 income instead of your 2020 income. The agency estimates it will send out more than $1.2 billion in supplemental payments. If you have not yet received your third stimulus check, please make sure that the IRS has your bank account information on file. The agency did not have the banking information on file for millions of Americans, which explains why some had experienced delays in receiving their third stimulus check. On the IRS website, it says federal benefit recipients may need to file a 2020 tax return, even if they don't usually file, to provide the agency with the information it needs to send them their stimulus payments. Now, if you are a self-employed or a gig worker, you are not usually entitled to unemployment benefits. But thanks to the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, gig workers are entitled to jobless benefits. But then there are some lawmakers who want to make sure that gig workers get an even larger safety net in place. Senate Democrats have just introduced new legislation. Their goal is to raise the amount and duration of unemployment benefits for jobless workers during this crisis, which is wonderful news for many people. This bill is called the Unemployment Insurance Modernization Act. It would also make unemployment benefits available to gig workers, the self-employed, and recent college graduates on a permanent basis. This bill could help millions of Americans. It would help to make sure that people who are self-employed and gig workers are covered at all times. Other Democratic lawmakers just formally launched a legislative effort to pack the Supreme Court by adding 4 new justices. We have many senators, including Ed Markey and Jerrold Nadler, who stood outside of the Supreme Court on Thursday to announce their new legislation to expand the High Court from 9 to 13 justices. Senator Markey said, "We're here today because of the United States Supreme Court. It is out of balance. It needs to be fixed. Expanding the Supreme Court rights the wrongs that the Republicans have done to this great court. Expanding the Supreme Court will ensure fairness is dispensed to all Americans." Democrats have stated that the Republicans have taken over the court, blaming Republican Senate Leader Mitch McConnell. Democrats strongly believe expanding the number of justices is necessary to restore balance and integrity to the highest court in America. I would really love to hear your thoughts on this, everyone. Please leave them in the comment section below. The Judiciary Act of 2021 is only a 2-page bill that would increase the number of justices on the court from 9 to 13, setting up an immediate opportunity for President Biden to nominate 4 new justices to be confirmed in a Democratic-led Senate. So that is the end of the video, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful this evening. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my very best to answer any questions that you may have. Please make sure to enter the $75 Amazon gift card giveaway by subscribing to my channel, sharing this video, liking the video, and commenting below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed evening.
So much, Senator Gillibrand, and thank you to my colleagues, Congresswoman Kaptur and Congressman Pascrell. I'm so excited for us to be introducing this bill, but in a way we shouldn't say introducing, we should be reintroducing postal banking to the United States. This issue is particularly meaningful to me. You know, just 3 or 4 years ago, I was waitressing in downtown Manhattan, and I worked for Cash Tips. And at the end of my shift, I would have, $100 in tips or so, or after a couple days, there would be a couple $100 in cash in my bag. I'd hop on the 6 train, and then I'd go home to my community in the Bronx. And across the street from where I live, and around the corner from where I now live in the Bronx, there's a check cashing place. And I can't tell you how many families I see go in and they can't afford to be banked. Think about that. How many millions of people in this country that either can't afford to be banked or struggle to be banked. And so they'll show up to a check cashing place, and imagine cashing your stimulus check and having for $1,400 and having 10 to 20% of that check taken away from you. Those are diapers, that's baby formula, and that's food that is taken out of the hands of families just to cash a check. And by the way, it's not because families don't want to be banked, but it's because banks won't bank them, because it's not profitable enough to bank certain communities to the level that they need. So reintroducing postal banking, it serves so many needs. And as Senator Gillibrand mentioned, and as my colleagues will say here, is that this isn't an urban issue or a rural issue. This is an issue that impacts all communities in this country and all families in this country. And what we're asking for is pretty simple. When you go to the bank to mail what you need to mail, to buy stamps, to take a photo or